I just wanted to take a moment to talk about something really important for everyone in these unprecedented times and important to me as well. And that is to talk to you about grace and giving yourself some grace. Right now, we have parents who are working from home for the first time. They also are trying to be parents and be teachers at the same time, many of whom have never even dreamed about being a teacher or thought about it or wanted to do so. And now this is the world that we're in and what you have to do as a parent working from home. And it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to experience. It's really frustrating. So what you have to understand is that it's okay. It's okay to give up sometimes. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to yell at the top of your lungs and come back to what you're doing later. It's okay to not get everything done. And it's really okay if your students aren't doing all of the schoolwork that was sent home with them. I know that seems odd coming from a teacher, but I've been teaching for 13 years. And what I've learned is that a couple of months of downtime is not going to end your child's education. It is not going to set them up for failure. It is okay if your students don't get everything done. It's okay if one day you don't do educational work with them. That is going to be okay. Number one priority for all of us right now is keeping our family healthy and then keeping a roof over their head. And that's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard work, especially when you're now having to be 3 people at the same time all day long for your children. And they're frustrated and they're scared and they're confused, and that just creates more stress and more frustration in the household. Everyone's at their wits' end. So you need to understand that it's okay. Everyone is in the same boat. Everyone is struggling right now, and everyone is frustrated. I'm frustrated. I have 4 children at home. I'm trying to help them finish schoolwork that has been sent home as supplemental material for them. I'm trying to help my one student who's in our academy, so in cyber school, do his daily work because we're still open. We're still doing everything as we normally would, except for this week is spring break. I'm still trying to help him do his schoolwork, help my other children do the schoolwork that's coming home as supplemental material for them, all while trying to lead this school, support staff, support all of our students and our families, and do my job. It's a lot. I'm lucky some days if they're fed and they're okay, right? They're not crying, they've got food, they're functioning. That's good enough. It's okay. So I really want to give this moment to tell you all that we understand and you have our grace. You need to give yourself some too. You need to know that it's going to be okay. And if you can't do everything for everyone all the time, that's fine. That's totally fine, and no one should be expecting that of you. So from one parent to another, if your kid doesn't get that worksheet done today, it's okay. It's okay. Your teachers understand. Their administrators understand. I understand. So if your students can't do all of that because you're just trying to get through the workday without melting down in a meeting, okay. Okay, that's all right. Give yourself some grace and remember that you're a parent and an employee all at the same time. And now you're also a teacher. That's a lot. That's a lot to take on. And from a virtual teacher to another, a virtual administrator to another, it's hard work. I've been doing this for a decade and I still don't have it all perfectly figured out and tied up in a neat bow. It is hard to work remotely. It is even harder when your children have to be home with you. So just give yourself some grace, give yourself some time, and believe that what you're doing is enough. Parenting is hard enough without all of this additional pressure. So give yourself that grace. No one wins at parenting. It's not a game. It's not something that you can win at. No one is a perfect parent. Absolutely no one. We all struggle. We all have really hard times. We all make mistakes. We all make epic mistakes with parenting. There are thousands of books out there about how to be a good parent, and they're all different. So there's no way to be a perfect parent. You just have to do the best you can. And right now, the best that you can do is to support your family by working if you're able to, and you're able to do so remotely, and just being there for your kids. This is unprecedented. We don't know how this is going to end or the best way to move forward, So please, please give yourself grace. Give your students, teachers grace. Give everyone around you grace, your neighbors, your parents, your friends. This is a hard time, and we're all going to get through it together. We're all going to melt down together, and that's okay. Just make sure that you understand it's okay. My big message to parents out there that are working remotely and also have their kids at home, please don't let the schoolwork that your student's district is sending home be a crutch. Don't let it kill you. Don't let it pull you down. It's supplemental work. It's the best that those districts can do for your students right now. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful that they're providing you with that and giving you an opportunity to help your students be successful even though they can't be in school. But it's also okay if you can't get it all done. If you can't do that all. It's okay if you do some of it at night. It's okay if you don't do any of it. That is okay because you have to do what is best and right for your family in the moment. Now, if you're a student in a cyber school, that's not a worry you have because you're able to continue doing your schoolwork with the support of your teachers throughout the school day without issue. But for those of you who are parents to students that aren't in cyber school, that's a different world. And it's okay because cyber schools aren't for everyone. But just please know that we support you. Give yourself as much grace as possible. Wrap yourself in a big hug and just say, Mom, Dad, it's going to be okay. Grandma, Grandpa, it's going to be okay. I can't get all of this done. I can't do everything, and that's just fine. Please take these as words of wisdom from someone who has been doing this for a long time and still doesn't have it all figured out. At UMA, we love you. We support you. Even if you're not a student or a part of our family, we just want you to know that it's okay. That's coming from an educator. That's coming from an administrator. It's okay. I hope you all have a great day. And before I let you go, I want to let you guys be aware that we actually have some really great things coming up next week. On Tuesday, March 31st, we're going to be holding a forum. We're calling it an uplifting moment. Ask the Educators. It's going to be a Q&A session for anyone, not just UMA families, but anyone out there, anywhere in the world, to come in and ask questions about how you can do this, how you can support your students, how you can be a parent, how you can work remotely. Any questions you have, we've been here, we've been doing this. I wouldn't say we're experts, but we've done this a very long time, and we can help. We can give you ideas. You can vent to us. So please join us on March 31st at 8 p.m. where we're going to go live again with a Q&A session just to help you answer any of those lingering questions on how you can make this work and how you can do this being a struggling parent with students at home and working from home, whether you have a toddler to a teenager. We've got suggestions and we'd love to talk with you. So please join us on March 31st at 8 p.m. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And we look forward to seeing you next week.